Namaskar. Welcome back to another live. So, not a Thursday live, but this time it's a Friday live. Um, and I see that we missed a couple of lives because we were doing some webinars, training investors and realtors on different topics. But welcome back. Good to see you again. If you're new here, let me know in the comments your name and where you're joining the live from. And if you're new, a little bit of introduction about me. I'm actually a real estate investor and a realtor here in Windsor, Essex. And on this channel, I talk about financial freedom, how you can achieve financial freedom using, investing, sales, all different sort of things. And I share about a lot of my journey, how I went through the sales, through the investing, and different things, goods, bads, and all. But today I'm not going to bore you guys with those because we talked about that in the past a lot. Today I have a special guest for you guys, especially if you're into entrepreneur sales, any sales, and especially if you're real estate sales, if you're keen on looking into getting into real estate license, getting your license, or you're already a realtor, want to know what are the strategies that top performers are using, then you're in treat because I have my good friend Sahas here. So probably you guys seen me in last few months, a lot of changes in my marketing way, because before I was producing content, but it's not that consistent. It's not that organized and proper. The sugar coat was not there, and a lot of things were not as per was not aligned, and the guy behind the scenes is now in front of you guys. So the guy who was always hiding behind the camera. So thank you, man. First of all, thank you for coming live, and definitely glad to have you, glad to call you a friend. So
Absolutely. It's really a pleasure, man. And thank you so much for a wonderful introduction, Aditya. And you're right, from behind the camera to the front, it feels a little awkward though. Yeah, but no, I'm really glad to be here. And uh, whatever value that I can give to your audience, because because this is a part of, like you could say that, part of habit now, that you try to understand what your audience really need and and what they want, and according to that, you want to provide that kind of a value. So I'm here to provide whatever value that they're looking for, and let's see how it goes.
yeah, thank you, man. So I see some comments here already pouring. Guys, if you're just joining, please let me know your name and where you're joining from, because that way we can interact, and feel free to ask any questions you have related to real estate. Don't be shy, because maybe one question that been in your mind, if you get an answer, or a feedback on that, could help you to get to the next level and get you the life that you're looking for. So that's how I started my journey, is by asking questions, because I had no one in this business, and no family, no friends who are doing well in this business. Just I asked completely strangers who are doing well in this business, asking all the questions that I have. So this is an opportunity for you, because these lives are about you. How can you utilize this life so that it can help you better your life, perform better in your sales, perform better in your investing. So Sahas, man, I'm really excited about this live, because I want to learn, as a realtor, what are this, how marketing, how marketing works, especially in this market
Yeah.
situations, right, where we have seen really good times
Yeah.
till March and April. As a realtor,
Yeah.
last few years it was a blast
Yeah.
for
Absolutely.
me, and personally, I have seen for my team and many people who got in last 2-3 years, they performed very, very well. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden we see this like completely 360 degrees flip of the coin. Now the market is damn slow, a lot more listings on the market, and the properties are
Yeah.
not selling, and realtors could not convert one or two sales a month.
Yeah.
And whereas here, me and my team, with your help, with your team's help, we are doing, like, I just got update on my marketing team. An agent in my team just converted two leads, two sales this today, actually. Gary, kudos to you,
Oh, that's
congratulations on.
amazing.
Yeah, so, like, again, And our sales haven't changed that much. We still, like, this is like 24th. We were selling like one property every 48 hours, so we are still at the same number. We haven't changed. But again, the reason is, a lot of support that from your team. So that's why I was excited to have you.
Yeah.
um,
So
Guys, anyone in the who is watching live, or realtors, let me know in the comments. So without any ado, Sahas, tell me, who are you, man? For I know, of course, but for audience who don't know you, I'll shut my mouth now.
no, man. So, well, just like you, I'm an immigrant too. I came to Canada in 2019, so I'm pretty new to this place. But I've been into marketing and entrepreneurship from like literally ever since I quit my college, and that was in 2010. I'm from Punjab. My native town is Pathankot, but I've studied in Amritsar all my engineering.
तो आप तो हिंदी बोल सकते हैं ना?
हाँ, मैं पूरी हिंदी पंजाबी भी बोल सकता हूँ।
पंजाबी हो, ठीक है, मेरे को पंजाबी नहीं आता भाई।
बट बट द इश्यू इज कि अगर मैं पंजाबी बोलूंगा देन इट विल यू नो
You will
मैं
get
मर्डर
caught.
कर दूंगा थोड़ी देर बाद पंजाबी।
Okay, I have a lot of Punjabi friends and clients, so I don't
या
want them to come after me.
नहीं 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 मैं इसीलिए आई डोंट वांट टू ruin your reputation.
Okay.
So that's why I'll speak in Hindi and English whatever you are comfortable with it.
I mean, let's do English, because I see
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of Edgar from Toronto, Moncton, Don from Moncton, Santia, Nicola, our client, Rohit from GTA, Vikrant. So there are, Indian friends, Indian clients, and also there are, some local clients and friends. So let's keep it to English. Maybe
Yeah,
we'll do
100%.
other videos in Hindi.
Yeah, 100%. And so I came in 2019, packed my bags with my wife, came here, and obviously came to Toronto because thinking of being Toronto as a financial capital of the country, uh, always will have a lot of potential. Market
Yeah.
will be always better over here. So started working in sales, got like first-hand exposure working in sales in a car dealership. At the same time, for the same car dealership, I started marketing for them because I realized that there is a potential within that organization that if I'm doing into sales, and I found where their problem was, and I started doing marketing for them. Slowly and gradually, I moved towards marketing. Similarly, around the same time, I also came in touch with a lot of real estate investors. Went into real estate events, just you recently, like the
Yeah.
way that you also do it. Attended some boot camps, raised money in this standing in the middle of the bus, raised $20,000, started my six figures company, and that's how it all started.
So hustle, everything started with hustle. That's
Yeah,
that's what I'm hearing, because you came as a new immigrant like not too long ago, man. It's like just 3 years,
yeah.
less
In
than
fact,
three
just
years.
completed our 3 years in June. This
Yeah, that's
10th of June.
insane. So what you could what you have accomplished till now is insane. And then I'm excited for the future as well, because you just started like probably a year ago, the company.
I started in so the first thing, entrepreneurial mindset. I don't know what, but the moment I came to the country, I registered my company, even though I didn't have
Wow.
any business.
That's real entrepreneurial.
The first thing that I did, I registered the company, and then I started. Like in 2020, I already started working. So
Hmm.
like it's been 2 years now.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic, man. So like, what I'm curious about is the marketing side.
Yeah.
Because you were a salesperson, and then you moved yourself into marketing. So what caught your attention? Like, why marketing?
See, like you said initially, right? Like for any business to be successful, it's not just one element of being good at sales, but also like the second element really depends on the marketing side also. But if you have these two combinations both together, then it makes, nobody can stop you. So I realized that for any business to be successful, these are the most essential components apart from operations, apart from execution of how the internally processes are going to get executed. These two things are something which are actually going to get you the revenue for your business. So marketing, I was already doing, like I told you that I was already in India. I was already consulting for other companies. So I was like already passionate about this field. I was already passionate about the content side of the marketing. it mostly also comes out from understanding the psychology, right? Psychology
Hmm.
of the customer. What do they really want? What are their desires? What are their needs? What are their pain points? And it's just so based out of curiosity for my own self. What are they struggling with, and how can I provide solutions to them? And that's in fact what actually brought me from sales to marketing for a company, and then into real estate marketing.
So now, like, with the marketing side, like, yeah, I know you do a lot with realtors, right? Like,
Yeah.
specifically. So, what, if you can share, like, what are some of the things that many realtors are not doing right
Oh man, this is a
when it
huge
comes to
list.
marketing?
This is a huge list. In fact, good you brought it up, because in fact, I created one PDF which is exactly about what they're not doing right.
Wow.
So
Okay.
it's
Good.
it's actually about that. So that PDF, like, if let me know if you guys want, and I can send it to you in the comments below.
Yeah.
Uh,
If you're anyone interested, make sure comment it asking for those so Sahas can send it
yeah,
to
yeah, I
you.
can definitely send it to you.
That's honestly, I didn't know that you have that PDF, but because that's a common question I got. A lot of realtors get into the business, they quit in like 1 year, 1.5 years,
Yes,
and
and
especially in this market, they quit.
oh,
90% of the realtors quit.
that is also because they are. I think it's really important to understand that it is a business for anything. It's important to understand that you're not trying to sell somebody something. You're trying to run your business, and there will be multiple components to run a business. There'll be a sales side, there'll be a marketing side, there'll be an operation side. So you just have to think that, how, if I have to run this business of real estate as a real estate agent, what all the three components that I need? Okay, if I am the salesperson, who, if can I also be the marketing expert for my company? If yes, what kind of marketing do I need to do? What is in? How can my marketing make me stand out? And the
Hmm.
most people, what they are doing wrong is that they are over branding themselves.
Like,
Like, you see the billboards with their pictures, and they're, flexing their poses, and with their website, their email, their everything, like, it's so cluttered. What people have started doing is that they pick the same billboard and post it on their Instagram.
hmm.
And that is actually not how you actually make a relationship with somebody.
Yeah, I want to ask a question for audience. Like, how many of you have done any transaction by looking at billboards? Let me know in the comments. Have you done even one transaction in last 1 year? Yes or no? Just by looking at someone who have a billboard. Have you done any transaction in last 1 2 years? Yes or no? Looks like no one. No one has any answer. I would like to hear from you guys, like who are watching. Have you guys done any transaction looking at billboards, looking at bus banners, Google Ads? Never.
Never.
Yeah. Personally, like I never have like bought anything, at least in last, maybe before we had, before this internet, social media and all. Maybe we had. Uh, nope, Vikrant, nope. So personally, I haven't, because there is a lot of options. I can look at more details about any product that I'm looking for online, whereas this billboard doesn't give me any details about the product that I want.
Yeah.
It just says, "Oh, if you want this product, call me," but I
Yeah.
don't know anything about the product.
It's direct selling, right? Like, just trying to, so it's like not really understanding what what your clients want. It's just that, hey, this is me, and I'm here standing. If you want, if you like the face that you're looking at, just buy from me, right? So I
Yeah.
think this is what most of the people also did, and they're doing, still they're doing on real estate content, what they're putting on Instagram and YouTube. So I think this is something which really, really needs to stop. It has to
Yeah.
be more contextual content, like the way that you are putting a lot of educational content, and there are other real estate
Yeah,
agents also.
I definitely want to go on like what's the right way to do, but like give me some more examples that you see that are completely dead now. Which were working. Maybe it could be working right like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when the social media doesn't present. What are other things that people are completely doing wrong?
Yeah, so the first is obviously over branding themselves, like
Hmm.
on social media. The second one would be like, and you and I, we have also had a lot of discussion about this, putting their sold listing and new listings on
Hmm.
their main page.
Yeah.
So no matter, I know that we have to put that credibility factor, that we have to do this, but you will see that in the engagement point of view, nobody will interact with
Yeah,
your.
we have clearly seen on our data, right? Like, the
Yeah,
sold listing, no likes,
no likes,
no scenes.
no nothing.
Makes
So
sense.
I think this is a very important thing to realize, that obviously we need to do this, but how do we do this is actually the real. We will have to have a logic behind this. How do we show our credibility with a very subtle in a very subtle way? So this
Hmm.
is what we need to understand. And your feed, your Instagram feed, needs to be completely about what is in it for them, not about you.
Yeah.
How can you help them grow in their life?
Yeah, that's a big part. Like, personally, I haven't seen that many realtors. Like, there are, like, now, right now, top 5% of the realtors, they're doing amazing job with that.
Yeah.
They give the information, or they give the resources that the buyer or seller or investor wanted. But 95% of the realtors are not doing it, and I can see their, sales going down on a regular basis. So I agree with you. And also, like, a lot of people in the comments asked for the link, that, people, what's not doing wrong, the PDF that you have. If you can, Sahas, please share that with our audience.
Other things.
No,
Sorry, I
no,
was reading the
the
comments.
PDF. Yeah, the PDF.
Oh yes,
Please do it.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just one.
Rohita said, please do it. And what is in Dawn? Yes, send the PDF, please.
Here you go. So this is the PDF that you can download. It has all the 11 points what real estate agents and investors are doing wrong with their social media content, and how to fix that. So it's not that I'm just talking about the problems, but I'm
Mhm.
also giving you solutions related to that.
So,
So
can you talk about that, like, a bit, like, what are some of the solutions that you're seeing that are working out well in this current market, like, with the current situation, because, listings are taking longer,
yeah,
and we don't have enough buyers on the market because buyers are scared.
yeah.
What do you see, like, what the strategies that are working?
Yeah, it's a very good question and very applicable at this point of time, because you see that now there is a little bit of a scariness. A lot of
Yep,
people are fearful
yep,
at this
yep.
point of time. So who are the real people, who are the people who are more fearful? Is the people who are actually, maybe they're the ones who might want to buy the home for themselves, like the first home buyers. They don't want to
Mhm.
buy it right now because the prices are going high, mortgage rates are like, they want to wait and watch. But
Yep.
there could be a possibility at this point of time that you should be focused on helping more investors instead of focusing more on first time home buyers or homeowners. So how you can provide value for investors, and this is what we have seen, that at this time of time, like people who want to buy properties as an investment point of view, they might be looking for those opportunities. Okay, so the prices are soaring, I have some liquid cash and I want to put that money into buying that property. But home buyers, they might be still going towards renting more as of now.
Mhm.
So focus should be towards how you can educate investor clients now.
Got it. And what are some of ways that you see, like, of course, I will share my thoughts. I'll add on to it, because, I do a lot of things for
Yeah.
for investors. But, what are some of the things that you're seeing, your clients do, which are working?
Yeah. So one, I think that it's like basically this is what you also do. That we want to make more and more videos related to investors, how they
Mhm.
can win during this time. Like market is crashing, everything is going down, but how investors can take advantage of this. So maybe most real estate agents need to focus on creating content for real estate investors, and
Mm.
for any investor to know that you are a good real estate agent, you have to tell them how does your process work. So the first thing that you need to do is, like, you should be making your process video, how you do go, how you help your clients from point A to point B.
Yep.
So that is the first video that you need to make. Then talk about, like, there are other pieces of content that you can make related to real estate investors. And at the end of the day, whatever is happening into the market, understand how you can bring your opinion, your side of the story. What do you think about it? So, like, have your opinion also about the market. So what most of the real estate agents do is that, they will go talk about this property that we have it for sale. If you want to buy this, purchase it, that is fine. That is one piece of content that everybody is doing.
Yep.
Now, show your personality, show that what domain knowledge that you have about being a real estate agent in that particular area, because now is the time that a lot of real estate agents are going to get filtered from the cloud, and
Yeah.
now is where you can stand out.
So true, and I'm here looking at some of the questions that we got in that we asked on our post, and here let's look at some questions, right? Like, and then before I have some more questions for you. And guys, if you have any questions, feel free to throw it in the comments. Don't hesitate, because the more you ask, the more you learn. So let's start here. Gracious Digital. Um, Realtor as well from Toronto in the market. Which place is the best to invest to grow? Resale, pre-construction? Where should we personally invest? Ooh, that's a. Do you want to jump on it, or you want me
No,
to
no, no.
tackle
This is a question for you, man.
it? Again, so first of all, like, I would ask you a bunch more questions to answer that, because first of all, like, how much money do you have to invest? Because you're saying that you're a realtor already in Toronto, and if you have like solid, mm, cash heavy, probably Toronto is your best place. You might have less cash flow, or you might just break even, but the long growth, the tenant profile is always there. There is always more people coming to the city, and of course, resale have their own advantages. Pre-construction have their own advantages. But with the current time in market, I would try to not to focus in GTA for pre-construction, because already, like, right now the pre-construction in GTA are pretty pricey, and with the market situation they might come down in next couple of months. So you might have more advantages to get into pre-construction just few months after. I would definitely look at resale, because these are the times where there is a lot of fear. When there is fear, you can negotiate, and you can get some good deals. So I would focus on resale. But which place to invest is really depends on where you're standing financially. If you're not, like, financially really solid, maybe GTA might not be for you, because the cash flow is not there. If the interest rate goes up, you're more negative cash flow. So maybe that's where, like, personally I love Windsor, because Windsor has the potential of growth opportunity. Like, Windsor has been growing crazily with the population and jobs, because Windsor job rate is actually lower than the average Canadian unemployment rate. So before, Windsor was not that strong with jobs, but now, like, slowly, with a lot of new jobs coming in, like EV plant announced, couple of billion project, mega hospital that's coming in, and the bridge construction going on right now, and the small companies that support EV plant are coming in, which are bringing a few hundreds of employees. And Amazon small warehouse, like, they announced recently, just 2 months ago, I believe, that's bringing a couple of hundred employees. So, like, new employers coming into the city. So, and on top of it, with the timing, now we are finding some good cash flowing properties. So I would focus on cash flowing properties with the current situation, because if the interest rate goes up, for it might go up in next few months, maybe year or so, until they fight the inflation, and then it can go back to normal. Until then, you need the cash flow to survive. So if you can hold on to the property for next 1 2 3 years with the cash flow, then you're fine. You don't have to worry about it. So I would focus on cash flowing resale investment properties if I were you.
This is
So let's.
actually very valid question, answer, because I realized when you were answering to this question, I went to my barber and he was asking me the same question. He was he asked me, I have $1 million. Where do I
Yeah.
invest? And I was like, he was like, where should I invest in GTA? And I told him the same exact thing what you told to this particular as an answer. That
Yeah.
I gave him that, invest in Windsor, and I even gave your number to him. Maybe he'll
Oh,
call you.
wow. Thank you. And by the way, congratulations on your first investment, man.
Yeah, man. The credit goes to you. It's you who helped me out to get my first investment property.
Yeah, probably, we'll talk about the investments on the next one,
Yes.
next slide. But, let's stick to this sales side, because, this is
Yes.
something that I'm more excited, And there are some more questions we got on IG. I'm
Sure.
just reading out here. One guy, Shubham, asked, like, I'm 22. Is it too late to become successful real estate agent from scratch?
You know the answer for this.
But I want to hear from the experts, the marketing expert. I'll give my answers for sure.
Yeah. So see, it's never too late, man. Like, I'll be really honest.
22.
You're 20. You're 22, right?
Yeah.
He's 22 years old.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh,
He's
come
22.
on. You, like, literally, I was not even sure what I was supposed to do at 22.
Yeah. I would say, like, don't even think for a second, like
Yeah.
completely jump into the sales, because no
Yes.
matter which sales you're getting in real estate or like any sales, yes, you can 1000% succeed, because what you have, what many people don't have, is the time and the energy and the
Yeah.
enthusiasm. You're completely young, like 22. Man, you can build such a massive portfolio
Yeah.
in next 80 years. Just like you give yourself until 30, I bet you'll be like multimillionaire by 30.
Yeah. 100%. I think this is, and especially for somebody who is thinking on this level, he might already be thinking, it's good that somebody has already a focus towards getting into sales
Yeah,
and building. Yeah. So this is really good.
exactly. And same person was asking, what should I do?
See, I mean, Aditya, you have a better answer to this because it's into your industry, your field. You go ahead with that. I can help somebody with any related to, if they are very specific question related to
Sure,
marketing.
yeah. Again, I would say, like, jump on social media, right? Like, because when you're 22, try everything. Try
Yeah.
TikTok, try Instagram, try YouTube, whichever works better for you. Then keep doing more of that, and try, like you said earlier, educating
Yeah.
on the areas that you don't have to have expertise.
No.
You can learn and share what you're learning. So, for example, if you're getting your license now, you will be going through the exams, right? You can even literally share, like, hey, here is how I did my first exam, and here is what helped me, and here is the reason why I got into sales. You can share a lot of things, and you can be creative, like, especially if you're a millennial like 22, like, you have a lot more creativity on making those videos, maybe TikTok or like lifestyle clips, do
Start,
what.
make
Yeah,
mistakes, just make
exactly.
mistakes. don't
Just
don't
do.
don't hesitate, don't even think twice. Like, I've got white beard already and I'm still making videos and everything. I don't care how do I really look like in front of the camera, right? So
Yeah,
just stop giving a shit about how people are going to think about you, what they're going to think about you as a person. Just start doing things, and
yeah,
slowly and gradually you'll find your way, you'll find your direction wherever you want to go.
yeah. And whichever getting you better results, keep doing more of that.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Rahul is asking how to become visible in the market, being a new professional, so new real estate agent.
See, it's a very good question because the most important thing is everybody in such a cloud, everybody is doing the same thing. How do you stand out? So this is where you'll have to build some kind of, you have to add a little bit of an essence of your own personality into things that you do. It doesn't have to be just about sales. It just doesn't have to be about your business. Bring your personality, your passion, your hobbies out into the public. Let other people know and connect with you as a person, as an individual.
Love that, man. I learned that when I initially said, and till the date, like, I went to network marketing the other day, right?
Hmm.
One guy, he came to me, like, he said, hey, Aditya, how are you, man? It was good to see you. And did you had your chai this morning?
Oh,
Little
wonderful.
thing, right? Like, he connected, he remembered me, like, and I'm damn sure, one way or the other way, somewhere, he, in his subconscious mind, he remembers that I love chai, like, even so. Little personality, I love what you said, like, just show up your personality, like, you
Yeah.
talk about what you love, like, do show yourself. I love working out. Do
Yeah.
those post, like, Monday workout on the arms, like, whatever.
Yeah.
But because, mostly what people take from it is your passion, your energy.
Yeah.
They connect to you. Not everyone will connect to you. Maybe, another brown guy, with a similar background will connect to me. Maybe not someone like local who grew up here, who didn't go
Yeah.
through, you don't know what immigrant life is like they might not be able to connect, and that's fine.
Yeah. You have to be okay with it, that you
Yeah,
change what you change and let go of the rest.
yeah,
Do
I
what you
love that.
can do, let go of the rest. That's it.
Yeah, thank God I learned that earlier in my career. Like, my
Hmm.
English used to suck, and I still did it. Like, who cares? Like, because it's
Yes.
a real estate content. I cannot do it in my language. Maybe that's another barrier. Like, I could still do it in my language, but I chose to, because there I want to keep the community of investors, not just like
Hmm.
first time home buyers. So long story short, I tried to be me, and
Yes.
the more I tried to be me, the more I was able to connect to people.
It's
It
very interesting. Like, it's also very interesting, Aditya, that most of the actors are not the same people when they are when they are found in real life. And a lot of people get very distressed about it. Like this, I don't like that actor in real life because they are somebody else. And if their
Yeah.
personality was same in what they are in whatever movie that somebody saw them, had it been a different story. So that's why don't try to be somebody else. Try to be you, and which you can carry for rest of your life,
And best version of you.
and the best version.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, if you're trying to show up on all the lazy things that you're doing and you continue to do that, like, no one is going to care you.
Yeah.
Talk about your losers, talk about your weaknesses, but try to become the best version of you. Like, try to, yeah, very, very true. And let me go on to some questions here. Yash asking, is the next year or so risky to start out as a new agent? How to transaction from a full-time job considering the raising inflation and recession fears?
Yeah. So talking about recession and talking about market crash strategy that we are also coming up. Like this is something that we also wanted to talk about. That
Yeah,
things are going to get a little nasty over the period of in a few years, right? And might as well just brace yourself. What's going to happen? Because obviously the government is never going to tell you the right picture. Whatever is happening, inflation is like top from the last 40 years at 7.7% officially, which could be even more in reality in Canada. Like last time, 7.7% was in 1983. And just 2 days ago, I mean, they realized that 7.7% it is. So things are definitely, and moreover, whatever is happening in the US right now, they're already under recession. Their GDP is already minus 0.3%. And thankfully, Canada is on the positive side as of now, but it's 0.8%. You see where are we? We are just strangling over on that particular note. So things are going to get a little, sturdy. A little. It's going to be a little uh, difficult, but it's never too late to get into new uh, thing that you want to do, because I think if you like for you also, like you became a new real estate agent when you started, you were responsible in bringing that freedom for yourself, you were responsible in bringing that income for yourself by getting more into sales. So this is
yeah.
the best time to gain that kind of a skill set, I feel.
I will add on to that. Basically, I started when I was like completely broke. I was negative 100,000. So when there is a pain, actually, it will help you to thrive. So first of all, is it a good idea to get in? Only you can answer that question. How committed are you? How self-disciplined are you to learn and take actions on what you're learning? Because if you're not self committed, if you're not like a person who can do motivate yourself every day, if you cannot wake up without someone calling you, waking you up or asking you, give you the task, and you just completely want to follow those instructions, if you're not a self motivated person, if you're not willing to learn, if you're not willing to take actions on what you learn, and if you're not willing to change your old habits, that's another big part. Especially because the sales is like completely different set of skills that you need to learn. If you're working full time is like, just you have set of tasks, you just need to do those tasks. Of course they need their own set of skills, but that is not people skills. That's a different technical skills, or different skills. Who can decide that whether you can do it or not is you. One thing I can say, I'm coming from a zero background of real estate. zero background of marketing. I had a little bit of marketing experience in the past, and I was able to do it because I really wanted to make money, and I really wanted to, build wealth for my family. I really wanted to have the freedom life that I've been dreaming for years. Because, if you are that person, like, you badly want it,
Yeah.
if the market is not bad, if the market is
It
bad,
doesn't matter.
actually it's a good time you get
Good
in.
time.
Because,
Yeah.
actually I got spoiled. I got in a very smooth market where, all I need to do is I need to put myself in front of people.
Yeah.
The transactions are much easier.
It was easier.
Maybe, not that easy, but, I should not exaggerate that much, because even at that time the struggles were 30 offers, 40 offers, different type
Right.
of struggles. But definitely, now it's even more struggles, but it will make you actually even more stronger person as a salesperson. If you can thrive in this market for next 1 2 years, you will become a superstar in next 3 4 years. Like, you will.
100%.
That's my take on that. Like, and if you're looking to transition, probably you need to make sure is like you have enough contingency funds, like enough funds to survive for next 6 months, and take a shot. Even if you don't have it, like, can you borrow the money? Just live on it. Like, maybe that pain will motivate you even more.
Yeah.
So it's just you make the decision. Like, can you do it? We cannot say whether you can do it or not. Can you do
Yeah.
it? Do you believe in yourself?
Yeah. No, I love this answer, man. This is
Yeah.
really good because I feel that it's only you who can decide for yourself
Yeah.
whether you want to do it or not.
Another question from Instagram, Hardik asked, like, can a camera and social media shy person can be a good realtor?
See, like you mean a person who is an introvert in a way,
Yeah.
that who doesn't want to come into the camera? Yes, definitely. I think uh, I think it's not really about showing yourself into on the kind of how visually you appear. What is really important is the mode of communication is really important. So just see where you are more comfortable. Are you good in writing stuff? Get into that kind of a stuff. Start, maybe you want to start a newsletter about real estate agents, about how the market is going on. If you're good at writing, do that. If you're good at doing voice, start a podcast. It's
Yep.
best to start a podcast during this age, day and age, where you can have a, if you're very shy of showing up your face, talk with your mouth.
But you
So
have to talk.
you have to talk, and this is one of the most important feature for any real estate agent. You have to talk, you have to listen, you have to make that kind of a trust. So shyness, I think it can be still overcome over the period of time, but you have to start somewhere from
Yeah.
any of the three elements.
And Sahas, you're trying to be nice. I'll be brutally honest. Like, in sales, it doesn't work out if you want to be shy. You have to go out, talk to people. The more people you talk, the more people you meet, the more people you see, the more transactions you will do. Period. So that means that's the first thing you have to start work on yourself. How can I change this habit of being shy? Maybe start reading more books on how can I start conversation, how to win friends and influence people. The books like that, like, allows you to get out of your comfort zone. Because, in sales, if you want to really achieve, like, if you want to make at least 6 figure 7 figure income, you cannot be shy. I mean, it's okay to be introvert, because introverts means, you don't want to just talk a lot,
Yeah.
but you still talk. You
Yeah.
still try to get the conversation going. You still strike the conversation. Maybe you just talk less than the opposite person. That's actually a great skill. Being introvert is actually a great skill. But you cannot be completely shy and I don't want to talk to any people. Just leave me alone in front of my computer, then just do the work you're working.
Then maybe this is not a job for you.
This is not for you, because
Yeah.
sales is not doesn't work out. Like,
Doesn't work out that way.
maybe start learning how to get out of your comfort zone of the shy.
Yeah, one step at a time. Like,
Yeah.
break up your own barriers. Like, start getting that kind of an experience through audio, maybe by writing, and then showing up your face once in a week,
Yeah.
or maybe twice in a week,
Yeah.
something like that.
So you have to talk. Going on to the questions here. What skills you need for marketing?
Understanding the pain points, man. It's not really about thinking about the skill that you need for marketing. It's basically, what is the problem that you're trying to solve, and the change that you seek to make.
Hmm.
That is it.
So
If you
I
have
mean
an answer for this.
that's on a very high level. Can you give me a little bit more? Give us a little bit more. What's the term I'm using? Like common sense, simple answer.
Simple answer, like a
Yeah,
basic answer that
yeah,
just everybody can understand.
yeah,
Okay, not a
exactly.
philosophical answer.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so the skill that you need to have for any kind of a marketing is basically understanding the pain point. Like, if you have a problem in front of you, you will know how to, if you know how to solve it, only then you will be able to market it. So for example, if I know the real estate agents are suffering from this and this problem, so now my marketing strategy was, how do I create a workshop, how do I bring all the people together, and I talk about the things that they are struggling with, so that I give them the solution for their problem.
Yeah, and thank you for reminding actually. So, guys, if you're a realtor and actually, um, I completely forget to announce that for you guys, is we are starting a webinar. And this workshop, I would not call as a webinar, I would say workshop, more
Workshop.
specifically for realtors, real estate agents. I mean, if you're another salesperson like in different industries, still it will apply for you. But this workshop is completely for free. It's going to be like 1.5 hour. But this one more specifically, getting even deeper into like what kind of strategies a lot of successful top 1% realtors are using in this market situation. What can you do and how can you stay in touch with the top people and keep learning and keep executing new things. So that's what we came up with, because that's one pain we were talking, because a lot of people on my channel asked, can you mentor me to become a real estate agent, to successful real estate agent? So many DMs I got, like, trust me, not exaggerating, at least like in
Oh
last
yeah.
1 month, more than 100 DMs. So that's when I was talking to Sahas, what can we do for these people? I could not do one-on-one mentorship because that's getting harder and harder for me with the timing, because like my name says, I want freedom. I
Yeah.
want freedom. I don't like to work on Sundays. I don't want to work after 8 p.m. because that's freedom for me. I want to travel, and I'm going to a solo trip next month, which
Yeah.
I'll share later on.
Yeah.
But again, that's why, like, I was not able to do this one-on-one mentorships. But when Sahas mentioned, what can we do, this was one of the growing pain for me. My customers, my audience who are watching my content have pain, is like they want to do the same thing that I'm doing, but they need that guidance. And I was thinking, what can we do? And this workshop was the best solution. And from there, actually, workshop, you will be learning a lot more things
Yeah.
on how we can be actually continuously be in touch on
And
a.
also, like, generating more sales and income, growing their own income. I think this is something what they're going to learn from that workshop.
Yeah.
So really
So
excited for this one.
this workshop will be turning into actually technically, me and Sahas will be your mentors, ongoing basis from there. So come learn about the workshop, learn how you can be part of that community where you can become a successful realtor. So the link is in the description, link is in the comments. So if you're watching this after the live, so make sure go check out the description. You
Yeah.
have all the details about the workshop, the coming workshop, when is the coming workshop, date and time you can register. And there is a limited participants, and I'm sorry, last workshop we had a
Oh yeah.
limit.
That
It
was.
was 100 and it passed by 100.
Oh yeah. I mean, only 100 people can only join, and constantly there were 100 people.
Yeah, because there were more people try to join.
They were
I got
trying, but
so
it can't.
many DMs and emails as, Sorry, looks like you had some issues and I couldn't join." And then I realized, then we realized, like, the participant limit
Yeah.
was 100.
Yeah.
So I'm extremely sorry who was not able to join. So that's why I'm giving a heads up now. It's a limited seats, and
Yeah.
we only did one workshop so far. It was completely booked.
Yeah.
So make sure to register yourself. It will send you a reminder so you can
Yeah.
stay in communication, and we can see you and answer you more questions, because in this market, someone was asking, how can I be successful even in this tough market? One thing I believe is like staying in this community of
Yeah.
successful people, the mindset, because the way you look at challenges is different from the people who are just living the life.
Yeah.
The successful people definitely look at things like, okay, there is a challenge. How can I tackle this challenge? What strategy can I use? So if you want all those insider information, make sure to join the webinar. Just join the workshop. I don't know why I'm calling webinar.
No, workshop, yes.
Yeah. So let me take some more questions here. Think rich. Um, I have an equity in my house, but I'm not qualified for HELOC according to my income. What should I do to invest in cash flowing properties? Great question. Whew, that's probably you have to sit down with a mortgage broker. The first thing. If you're looking to invest in Windsor, maybe send us an email. Let me type our email here. Send us an email. Maybe I'll connect you with some good mortgage brokers, because there might be different lenders. Look at different information of yours, and mm, find different solutions. So if you have equity, good enough equity, there might be lenders willing to do HELOCs for you. Or maybe you have to find ways to make more income. If there is absolutely no way, then find alternative ways. What work are you doing currently? How can you find some side gigs so that you can increase your income by $1,000, $2,000? If you do that, like for next 6 months, now the lenders might qualify you based on that side gig. And once you get that HELOC, generally there are some lenders who lend you based on the rental property income. So if the property is making good cash flow, then you don't have to qualify. The property, I mean, you have to be that on the title, and you have to have a good credit score and everything. But generally the mortgage amount will be qualified by the income from the property. So hope that helps. Help. Hi again, Aditya. Prasad here. We just had met. Yeah. We have an Airbnb operations. If yes, can you please share your top 2 lessons? So first of all, I don't have an Airbnb operations, which so first of all, nice meeting you, Prashant, in person. So, again, some of those who are in Windsor, who maybe that's an opportunity we can meet sometime. So with Airbnbs, for some reason, because of my timing, I never got into it. Maybe I'll see if I can find someone who is doing extremely well with Airbnb. I'll get them as a guest in next couple of weeks. So I promise, stay tuned on that one. But some 2 lessons, I'll say at least one lesson I learned without even investing is keep on keep up to date with the changes, the Airbnb legal changes, like the bylaw is always changing with this short-term rentals. So keep up to date with those, and make sure you're doing it. Whatever you're doing is uh, ethical and legal.
That's true.
Nitin, I'm on work permit and my wife is on study permit. Can we buy a house with provided cash flow? I don't have enough funds. I started a saving. Is it possible? So, number one, if you already started saving, kudos to you. Good job, Nitin, because not many people will start working on their where at the point of time you're in, where you're still working, you're still on your wife. So that means I'm assuming you're still new to Canada. So kudos to you. Keep saving. Number one. And number two, the Ontario, unfortunately, they put a limitation. Like they're actually asking to pay 20% of foreign buyer tax if you don't have permanent residency. So in Ontario, probably you cannot buy a property. I mean, you can buy if you have 20% plus down payment. So before, if you had work permit and you have a full-time job, you would have qualified with 5% down. You can buy a property for 5% down. But now on top of the 5%, you have to pay foreign buyer tax 20%, which you can get it back within, if you get your PR within 4 years. So that's possible. But again, that's now you need a lot more extra cash on top. And cash flowing properties, yes, you can absolutely find. But first of all, like right at this point, because of that 20% limitation, maybe look at different provinces. Different provinces have different set of rules on the foreign buyer tax. Um, and continue to save more money. As soon as you have PR, then you can jump in, or find a JV partner who has permanent residency and partner up with them. If you have enough cash, if you have a friend who has a PR, then you just have a JV agreement on the side, put your partner on the title. let him qualify for the mortgage, and you both say share the cost and investment, whatever. You can come up with alternative solutions like that. Or you can find a rent to own. That's another opportunity.
Mm.
I don't want to go deep into that for now, like, but in short, you can rent from an investor with a agreement in place that you're going to buy this property after like 1 year or 2 years down the road, once you have your permanent residency, for X price. So you're deciding the price today based on whatever the situation, whatever the calculations that you an investor can come up with. Read about it more online, search for rent to own. So that's from my side. And Sahas, here I got you some more questions from my side on the marketing. And
Mm.
for any agents who are like me, because I'm working with you, right? Like you're helping me with the marketing side. So for someone out there like me who wants your services, what are the services do you guys offer?
So I have a marketing agency which specifically help real estate agents. However, we have other departments also which are helping e-commerce businesses and Web 3.0 businesses as well. But my expertise is exclusively towards real estate agents and investors, and we
Mhm.
help them build their personal brands. And they can also like connect with me on squidmedia.co. That is a website, and they can connect over there. But for all those people who probably they're just starting out in real estate agent, so this is like I want to really filter out that audience, because not everybody can work with a marketing agency. Maybe some people are able to do it on their themselves, like when they're just starting out, and slowly and gradually they come to that position where they can hire the services. So for those people, in fact, I've created a video course which is specifically for real estate agents.
Yep.
And in that video course, I have given away all the strategies, man. Like it has a strategy by the name of Vibrant Marketing Strategy, which has actually what we have applied in your business also.
Yep.
And that is the same strategy that I have revealed in that video course, which is literally peanuts in comparison to what the kind of amount that you might have to pay in, for hiring any
Yeah.
marketing agency.
That actually, I love that course, because for what can I get for $72, man? I went for a networking event. I paid like $200 and the
$200, yeah,
driving
you
and
bet.
the gas and everything. So $70, like that, definitely. If I'm a new agent, like not only like for me, I took that course, right? Like now I'm going through one by one. I take some time,
Yeah,
but like I still learn some new things from it, because the way you put together is insane amount of information, that especially if someone's struggling to make your, if you're not making six-figure income through sales, or you're just starting out, you have no excuse. Go take that course. Sahas, if you don't mind, please share that in the share the link
yes,
in the.
100%. And also for the viewers who are on this live, I have a special discount offer for just for Aditya's channel, which is a 10% discount offer. I'll also put that coupon code, and whoever
Thank
wants to
you.
do that.
That makes even more easier for my audience. But
Yeah,
again, man, even without the discount, right? That course price is like not even, it's less than a dinner
yeah,
cost. You go out. But one thing, someone was the. Let me go back to the question here. Someone was asking Rohit. He was saying, I have less knowledge of economy works, but I'm good at communication. Right? Like exactly. That's exactly
yes,
this course is for people like you, Rohit, who how can I do this? Like, you don't have to have economy knowledge. Like, I have no freaking clue. I'm
yeah,
watching every day at least one or two videos and reading some
absolutely,
articles, trying to understand every day.
absolutely,
It's not about how much you know about economics. It's about how much you know about marketing. How can you brand yourself
yeah,
so that people continue to work with you?
yeah.
And this course literally give that information for like literally not even like
It's
I think
yeah. I
literally.
mean, I mean, my team,
Man,
in fact.
I'm definitely sure you can charge like $2,000-3,000 on
Oh,
this course. I don't
100%.
know
I
why
mean,
you chose like
my team was
$70 or.
furious. My team was furious. Why are you giving it with such a peanut? The reason why I also wanted to give you, because uh, I don't want money to be a hindrance in somebody's success as of now, because I feel that at the point we are in right now,
Yeah,
I don't want to make that bump for somebody, who are struggling already and they
just
cannot, or they're
starting.
just
Yeah,
starting out. I don't
yeah,
want to make them think twice to get this, because this is the information which can help them. And also, once you get this information, you are a part of that community that I've created, which
yeah.
is in Discord group. And also, one funny thing about this course is that you the certificate that you will get once you complete this course, you will get an NFT certificate.
Oh, that's another. I forgot. Yes, that's insane, man.
Yeah, so
So
that
NFT could be worth more in future.
Oh, 100%. By that, whoever has that NFT certificate, it has a physical utility. So, for example, me or Aditya, we are going to have any masterminds later on in the future, or any kind of events or any kind of services. With that NFT, you are eligible to some kind of discounts or premium services. So just check it out, guys, because I think
Yeah, for $70, first of all, like buying an NFT is like insane, right? Like, so that's a good motivation to finish the course, to learn, right? Like, that shows me honestly, like, if you finish the course, you'll get that NFT. First of all, like, um, the knowledge you're gonna gain from that course is insane, and on top of it, a free NFT. I don't have an NFT so far, so I'm definitely trying to complete that course so I can get my
Yeah,
NFT.
so but that is a prerequisite, right? Like whoever is able to complete at least 90% of each and every lecture, only then you will reach at the end and you will be eligible for
Yeah.
NFT.
And I promise you guys, that's every minute is worth it, because especially if you're struggling to get, if you're not making six-figure income, you have no excuse. Because if you're not spending time to learn, and if you're not willing to invest in yourself, like that $100 one time is like, then there's no opportunity for you in this business, in my opinion. Again, this is brutal honest, right? Like, I went for so many events, right? Like, I go regularly, I learn on a regular basis. And even by having you, that's an also, for me, I'm learning from you, and also, like, I'm leveraging your skills, right? Like, so that's next level. But man, if I talk too much on this one, it sounds like, I'm trying to promote on this, because
Yeah, it's you. Yeah,
I'm
it's
just really
like
excited,
I
genuinely.
know.
It's just
Yeah,
because I have seen you in person, right? Like, what have you done for my business, with that exactly the same skills that you're talking in that course? Why I was excited, like, personally, that's something, such a good course for new people. So make sure, guys, if you're like new agent or any salesperson, right? In my opinion, like, doesn't have to be just agent, because that why brand, and what you need to do, what are the steps you need to take, is kind of similar across every
yeah,
platform. Maybe a different type of content you provide,
absolutely.
different kind of steps you take, but the overall, the theme is same: how
The
to
theme is same.
market yourself.
Yes. Yeah. So all the steps are there.
Yeah,
Uh,
man. So there is a lot more questions I want to ask here, because a lot of people on Instagram asked different questions on for the post that we did recently.
yes. Yes.
But I see it's already 8.
Yeah.
Maybe if you have any last final words that you want to share with our new agents, or or people who are mm, in the process, or already a salespeople, any some final wisdoms?
I think this is the time that a lot of people are going to make something of themselves. In these 2 years, like this time, I feel that, very little opportunities come in somebody's life where they can really, really progress and grow to the next level. And this is one opportunity. Now, a lot of people can see this opportunity as there is a dip. But now, how you can make this dip as the growth opportunity for yourself, and those people are going to succeed for rest of the life, for rest of the 10 years cycle. So take advantage of this cycle where we are at, and that is why Aditya and I, we have started this workshop that we're going to have next week, which is on Friday 30th. The link has already been shared. Be there, and let's see how we can all grow and get you that kind of an income, that lifestyle, that freedom that you have been looking for.
Yeah. Man, so I cannot wait to see you guys at the workshop. And like I mentioned last time, we were not able to accommodate more participants, but this time we did a 500 people workshop. So make sure to join before it's completely full. And I'm very confident it will be full. Last time it was the first webinar; it was completely
Yeah.
booked. So, and it's a free webinar, right? Like, you're not losing anything if you're really serious about this business. Come check it out. I'll look forward to see you guys. And let me just finally quick take one question here. Think Rich is asking, when can I expect your call from your side? Please send us an email. Either me and my team will get in touch with you, if you haven't already. If you have, definitely you should hear. One thing is, my team doesn't work in the weekends, but definitely in the weekdays, um, either me or my assistant will get in touch with you and schedule calls with either me or my team. Don't be, what do you call, mad at me if I'm not calling you. Just, please understand my situation here. I have a limited time. Like I said, I want freedom. I'm doing this for freedom. So that means, I might not be able to talk to everyone. So that's why we are doing these workshops, right? So come join us workshop. But make sure to, get in touch, send us an email, to schedule call with me or my team. If you need any help, invest in Windsor for cash flow, all those things. Or you're just curious what's happening in the market, how can you invest in Windsor, then just contact us on the phone number or email address that we have there. If we missed your email in the past, please don't hesitate to send it another email, please, because I'm also growing, just growing pains, which is like, I had to hire my assistant in the past, and then hired a new one. It's just a lot of pain I'm also going through. I'm not a super star where have all things
Figured
figured
out.
out.
Everything is figured
So
out.
everything is work in progress. So
Yes.
please don't be mad at me if I didn't respond. Please just send an email again. I promise we'll get to you. My assistant will reach out as soon as we see an email. Now I have a great assistant. She's calling immediately during the work day. If it's weekend, please bear with me because my team doesn't work in the weekend. But once you get in touch with one of my agent, they'll be working with you even in the weekend. So yeah, with that, Sahas, thank you so much, man. And I'm excited for this workshop, because I know we have a
Yeah.
lot of things to share with agents. So thank you so much. So I
Thanks to
will let
you.
you
And thank you,
have a
everyone.
wonderful evening.
What a pleasure being here.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun talk, man. So guys, if you haven't checked out the Sahas website for the course, make sure go there and hit the Aditya 10, so you get some discount there. I love that. Awesome, man. Good night.
All right. Take care.